Hello, failures. Welcome to Mr.Who Views. And I reviewed the second season of X-Men 97. And I'll be reviewing the first three episodes. First up, Days of Past Future. And this episode begins where it left off with the X-Men being missing and Forge and Bishop were able to find out what time they're in. And decided to split up with Forge taking the future to find Scott or Cyclops, Jean, Wolverine, Morph, and he mostly goes to the future to find Storm. And Bishop going to ancient Egypt to find the Professor, Magneto, uh, Nightcrawler, Beast, and Rogue. And yeah, when Force does get to the 40th century, he runs into some of Apocalypse's robots. But luckily, he gets saved by Wolverine, who has bone claws. Yeah, it turned out that Deadman have been in their time in different timelines for a month, and Scott and Jean are spending some time with Nathan, and Jean trying to teach him how to control his power, so his metal arm won't hurt as much. And yeah, Ford will try to get him to go back to the original time, the 90s. But Scott and Jean want to save their son, and uh, they're just about Mother Takata saying that Nathan has a bright or has a future of it or a destiny to take down Apocalypse, but Scott just asked her where was that like a prophecy have written. And yeah, later on when Mother Takata was talking to Storm, she realized that her power is seen in different times. And yeah, and they do reveal who split up the X-Men into different times, but yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it here. And when Scott and Jean try to sneak Nathan away, they get cornered by uh, Apocalypse's horsemen. Yeah, apparently one of them think that Nathan would be a good host body for Apocalypse. And yeah, they're X-Men do try to go to save him, and Storm actually uses her weather powers to how they get a Nova Storm going to the ship they're using to going to be powered by a certain power source. And here's a good scene with Cyclops, Jean, and Nathan, where they reveal that they're Nathan's parents. Yeah, that's some good fight scenes as well. And the episode ends on that Cable has recruited Archangel and Psylocke into the Black Ops group and planning of recruiting Jubilee and the Sunspot, Sunstorm. I've forgotten the name of the guy, but hmm. Yeah, and I'll lead the next episode, a force to be reckoned with. And yeah, this one revealed that the government has made their own human or a mutant group called X Factor. Yeah, they want round up mutant kids and put them in prison. Yeah, I don't know why the government thinks they're going to do. Even the government liaison used to be with the X-Men saying that they're for the safety of you and mutants. Yeah, and yeah, Jubilee just said tired of being either cable the whole world going to heck. And if Cable comes and they need their help to find one of the horsemen of the apocalypse, one called the War. And yeah, when Jubilee asked what's his group's name, like for the title sequence changed to X Force 99. Yeah, do kind of like that in all three episodes, the visuals we open do chains. It just said save God. And you're able to find a war in Kylo, but this causes some problems, and Salak does try to get a war, the information from war where Apocalypse is, but they don't really give it that easily, and yeah, they have to put the war down. But luckily, Jubilee has a lead of how to get the information, and that by talking to Emma Frost. Yeah, and you kind of expect Emma to betray him, and yes, he hand him over to X Force, and it was a big fight, or not, and sorry, X Factor, to hand him over to X Factor. Yeah, the big fight between the two X groups, and yeah, X Force have to run and leave Dewey behind. Yeah, and uh, Polaris and the guy that's supposed to be Scott's brother, or who Dewey says discounts Cyclops. Do try to question her about the edge on board, but he does question Polaris if the professor would agree with what the Bolton are doing. And yeah, Julie's boyfriend does try to get Cable to go back, but Cable said that she's able to handle herself, and he had a good line saying that because she can't handle herself, it means that she has to. But luckily, Julie got some help from Polaris, and she actually sets the other mutants are they're free. I think she did a better job getting those mutants out than she did in the original series when she was trying to set mutants free in Genosha. Those of you that seen that episode, I think you know what I mean. And yeah, Jubilee does escape. Oh yeah, and X Force will find out that the Apocalypse is trying to make a better machine to make a more horsemen than what you use on the Archangel. Yeah, and yeah, so a young Nathan using his AI computer to send Cyclops back to their own time. And yeah, the next episode, the Rise of Apocalypse, Part 1, continues on, and so the professor and that in ancient Egypt, and by Neil planning of trying to have Ed Savanor to be better than what he is, and he and the and the professor do debate what he's doing. And yep, Mario said that the professor did try to make him like himself, but nobody be like professor. But I think Magneto just is trying to make Ed Savanor into something like the professor, even teach him about lenience and that. One of M. Savanor's right hand man is kind of against what Magneto is trying to do with the with him, since he thinks M. Savanor so be more violent and to try to take down uh, the uh, the Pharaoh Raman Tut. And is Rowan Tut a variant of a Kang? Because it seems like he is. And not because he's like a blue, right? But it's just, I think I heard somewhere that originally he was, but don't know, he isn't this one. Yeah, the Sumner actually loses cool when he's interrogating one of Rumtut's men and throw he was the slaver that put the Sumner through heck. But Manito does calm down and yeah, even though Professor said before they don't want to use his telepathic abilities to get information, he does it anyway a few scenes after. The Professor's a big hypocrite, isn't he? Like a lot of episodes, he says he doesn't like using his telepathic abilities to pry into people's mind, but he does it anyway. Ugh. Yeah, when he goes into the slaver's mind, he also taps into some other uh, being, I'm guessing, is a celestial, but I don't know, and yeah, M. Summoner finds out everything, even about the devices the beasts try to use to make like a time quarter, go back to their own time, and he sees what Neil's lies as a betrayal. Yeah, they're they're not fight better fight themselves up. And Ram Tots is somehow spying on them, like with the technology he has. And yeah, so it ends with an explosion. Don't know if M North's vibe or Ekman's vibe, but Ray Parker got out, and yeah, some tell me that M North is still on his way of it becoming apocalypse, but hmm. And yeah, I do think that the three episodes are very good, but so far I think Rise Apocalypse Part 1 isn't as good as the other two. But I like the fight scene, and I also like the fight scene with Jubilee with the song going on as he's fighting off the guards, and that is pretty good. And yeah, some of the music is good as well, and some good emotional moments, whether it's with Scott, Gene, and then Nathan or Jubilee trying to get the Cable not to be so uh, like uh, like Apocalypse, let's say. And yeah, the Cable does seem like a drill sergeant or like the type of person that a type of like soldier that orders men to do things without getting their own hands dirty. I do think that Archangel and the Polaris are good in the episode as well. And yeah, I think maybe also known that eventually Sumner will find out the truth. But don't know. I do like a Nightcrawler in the episode as well, or the third episode. Well, he just one of the fun characters. I think. And yeah, like I went to see what the next episode's gonna be, and I wonder if it's gonna so one episode next week or maybe two. Ugh, I went to see, and I just wonder if they're gonna do a episode on how Wolverine gets his adamantium back, or if he's gonna still be a savage Wolverine. But ugh, I went to see, and yeah, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video or all videos that you watch, all of my videos that you watch to anybody they want, and have a community tab where I inform people that that not subscribe to me when my videos are up, or you can check it here yourself, yeah, subscribe to me. And also some polls when you're interested in voting. I suppose a new one to do with Digimon just to inform you. And but if you're not interested in voting, that's okay. And till next time, I'll see you guys later.